Okay. So what was going through your mind when you were first given the diagnosis?
Well, I knew I had it.
Okay.
Yeah, before they told me.
How did you know?
Because my friend had been diagnosed and it really upset me and I couldn't get it out of my head. And then, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks later, I looked in the mirror and I just saw like there was somebody put a pound coin on my boob, and I just thought that's not right. And I don't know, I just knew. I thought I've got the same as my friend. And then
Wow.
I went to get a mammogram and a biopsy and an ultrasound, and
Okay.
knowing what I know now, I wouldn't do that now, but I did do that then, and then they confirmed it, and then the whole thing
Okay.
took off after that. And you?
I had absolutely no idea.
No idea. Oh, what a shock.
No idea. I went blissfully for a routine mammogram because I was about to turn 50. So when they called me back, I was thinking, well, there's nothing wrong. But you know how you sort of examine yourself from time to time? I thought I could feel lumps in my right breast. So when I went back the second time for another mammogram, they were concentrating on the left breast. So I remember saying, why are you doing this one? You should be doing this side.
Yeah.
Are you going to do this side as well? So the technician said, no, we're just doing the left one. I was like, it still didn't click.
No,
there could be
they
anything
were actually
wrong.
worried about something.
Yeah. So then afterwards they say, oh, can you just wait a while? The doctor will look at it at the moment. And when the doctor looked at it, they say, okay, the doctor's going to come and talk to you now.
And what was that like then?
Then the doctor said, we think you have breast cancer. I was like, no, I'm perfectly all right. I said, no. And they did a biopsy right there and then. And I'd left work saying, I've got a hospital appointment, I'll be back after maybe 2 or 3 hours. And they did a biopsy and I had to come back on the train all by myself.
Oh. And how did you feel? That must have been devastating.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then because of the biopsy, I was in pain and I was on the train on my own.
Yeah.
But even then, I was still hoping. That's how naive I was. I was still hoping maybe after the biopsy to come back negative.
Yeah. They made a mistake.
Yeah, they made a mistake. And it took about 30 days before I went back for the result. I don't know why it took that long. And I decided I wasn't going to tell anyone just in case there was hope that I didn't have it. So I didn't say a word to anyone.
And then when you did start telling people?
Yeah, and then when I wanted to tell people, I thought I'll tell my children first. And then because Sophie my daughter wasn't living with me, I asked her to come over and she said, oh, she'll be there on such and such a date. And then the date came, oh, Mama can't come today, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, another week to wait. Yeah, so when she finally came and I told them, by that time I'd made a decision that I probably won't have surgery straight away. I would look into strengthening my immune system first, and I told them that, and they were really, really supportive. I was quite surprised.
Yeah.
So that was me. My world shattered.
Yes. I'm trying to remember who I told first. I don't even remember. It's probably my friend who had also been diagnosed. But I remember thinking, this is mine. Because nobody in my family's had breast cancer, nobody.
Yeah.
And although my father had cancer, nobody had breast cancer. And I thought, this is so strange. Yeah. And I thought, somewhere I just thought, okay, if I've created it, maybe I can uncreate it. But actually, when I knew that I had it, I was staying in when I found out, I was staying in a hospital.
Hostel.
No, hotel.
Hotel. Okay.
Hospital, how funny. I was staying in a hotel and I had a fantastic night's sleep, and I woke up thinking, because I was really tired, and I thought, oh my God, that was the best night's sleep I've had in years. And this little tiny thought went through my head, I can't do any of this like this anymore. And then everything went really, really quiet, like really, really quiet. And I just thought, oh, something's up. Then I went into the bathroom, then I saw this thing. And that's when I absolutely knew that's what it was, because it was just such an enormous, weird
Feeling
experience of something big
was
about to happen. Yeah. So, and when I booked these tests, I don't know, later that week at a private hospital, and the consultant saw me and did a manual exam, and he said, I'm very sorry, we will send the tests off, but I don't think there's any doubt, and it's quite advanced. And then I just thought, well, why did I bother with the tests?
Yeah.
If you could tell that so easily.
Straight away.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.